And influence is the whole purpose, is that you're influencing people. But are you really influencing people with, let's say, hashtag no makeup day?
Oh. Hey guys, hello. Welcome to the first ever Lovin Dubai show. I'm here with Shireen.
Hi, how are you guys?
And today we're going to start our first ever show with our first ever guest. And guys, this is
Bilal.
Bilal. Thank you for being our first ever guest.
Alright, thanks for having me, guys.
Not at all. This is super exciting. So we were thinking, how would we introduce Bilal? And we could have said a couple of different things, but actually, how do you find out anything about anyone these days?
Obviously, you go to their Instagram. That is just what I did.
What did you find? I'm interested to know what you found out.
Well, like I said, okay, I went through the highlights.
Okay.
And the first thing I saw was the cat you rescued.
Yeah?
And I was like, I think they saw my reaction. I was like, oh my god, he rescued a cat. And immediately I was like, okay, I would like this person coming in because...
Well, did you?
Amazing, by the way.
Well, are you going to find out more about me now?
So this is
Tell us
Carl.
more. First off, tell us more about the cat that you rescued.
About the cat?
Is he, she?
Well, I'll be very honest, I don't really know if it was a he or she. But what I do know is, so I was just out and about with my friends and stuff. This was back in Pakistan, and so this little adorable little cat was just there, and I just didn't know what to do, so I just brought him in. And the next thing you know, it started getting really attached and everything, and I just gave it a shower and everything. And the next thing you know, I was walking around with it, and someone just says, "Oh, I think that's my cat." I was like, "Wait, what?" And so, well, to be very fair, I thought it was stray. I thought it was abandoned, so I just helped it out. And I reunited them to their family, so
That's so cute. Was this recent?
No, it's a year ago.
That's even better.
That's amazing.
That's
Yeah, but I've been doing a lot over the years as well, so.
Okay.
So Bilal the cat saver, is that the right way? So number one.
Title me, but I
Well,
like
we're gonna go number 1, 2, 3. So Bilal the cat saver.
Okay.
That's the first.
That's number 1. So number 2, Bilal the actor.
Yes.
Okay, this is what we got. So first of all, 20k followers on Instagram. That's big.
Yeah.
20.8, nearly 20. After today, let's go.
0.8.
So Bilal Syed official, if you want to follow him. Okay.
Oh, thank you.
So actor.
Well, I mean, I don't see a reason why I should. I'm kidding. But I feel like there's just so much to say. There's so much to talk about. There's so many things that we as individuals experience in life, and that's where I started off with my Instagram and my blog and everything, where I felt that if I could do so much at such a young age, there's tons of other talented people that could do so much more as well. Why not give them a reason or show them how?
So is that the purpose of your Instagram page?
Yes, and also to show me, but yeah.
Also to show me. So we have actor, model, and one that I'm really interested in is news anchor.
Yes.
Very cool. Very, very cool.
So yeah.
Could you tell us a bit more
About the news anchoring? Yep. So I graduated from Australia. I did my journalism and theatre degree, and then I went. I decided I just want to go to Pakistan for the first time. That's where I'm originally from. And my family was like, "No, you'll get robbed, you'll get mugged, you'll be shot dead." And I was like, "I think I'll be alright." And so I ended up actually going. Yeah, I went up, and that's when I realized that it's really not as bad as I thought.
Where were you?
So I originally went to Islamabad. That's where I first started with the news anchoring, and then I randomly overnight shifted to Lahore because I wanted to get into the modeling industry, the acting industry. It's cool to me. Anyway, so then what happened? Yeah, so that's where you get a lot of the media, and then after that I moved to Karachi, and then that's when I was like, you know what, I think I need to go home, and I came back to Dubai, city I grew up in.
I imagine the pace is quite different. Like Karachi, I imagine, is very, very fast paced. And
Islamabad was very slow, very chilled out, but they had great parties, I'll give you that. Yeah. Not that Dubai doesn't have any good ones, they have amazing ones here.
I was going to say, big up Dubai parties.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a brief intro. We're going to talk about Bilal a little bit and ask more questions, get more in depth. But before we do, we have a couple of stories that we thought we'd like to get your insight on.
All right.
Okay.
Hit me up.
So number 1, everyone's talking about it, Met Gala.
That's controversial.
Straight away.
All right.
For me personally, I could barely focus on writing anything because you see everyone, right? Everyone turned into literally a fashion critic on Instagram.
Oh yeah.
They did.
I feel like that's been going on for a very long time. People just feel like, oh, I can just critique them. But then, hey, if you're a public figure, technically speaking, you are giving public the authority to write something about you, right?
Oh, absolutely. And people, some of those outfits.
I mean, right now we're on TV, right? Well, we're on social media, but I mean, people have so much to say, so yeah.
And the people going, like, let's be honest, we talked about it a bit earlier. There's Katy Perry. Was she did she think she looked good? No, but what I'm saying is, people don't throw me under the bus. People go, they're dressing for headlines.
Yes.
And if as a public figure, as a personality, if you went, do you think you'd go big, go for headlines, or go minimal and no one would talk about you?
Me personally, or generally? I mean, I would probably go for something that's a bit more subtle, not as much as Katy Perry or even Priyanka Chopra for that matter. I mean, that was, I mean, I'm not thinking, I love them to bits, don't get me wrong. I think they're one of the most fantastic people we have in the industry. Yes. But there's some things you just don't wear in certain places. I'm just going to put it that way.
Her hair was interesting.
She reminded me of the Mad Hatter from Alice in Wonderland. Isn't that funny?
I didn't.
If you think about that. That Hatterish, right? Because she had a hat on, she had that curly hair around.
Absolutely.
On that note, which looks did you actually like?
I think Deepika was a good one. The one with the pink dress. She was more 80s. She knew she could carry it. She did a great job. Otherwise, Lady Gaga kept stripping into 3 different outfits. That was...
That's extra.
That was a whole show. Like, she actually made the carpet her own for like 30 minutes. And if they're giving the carpet to Lady Gaga, that's a big moment. Exactly.
She had
a moment or 3 moments.
3 moments. 3 moments.
But yeah.
What about you, Casey?
Did you see Saoirse Ronan? So she's an Irish actress, and I actually think she had Game of Thrones vibes, which I thought was relevant.
Yeah,
she looked a little bit like she was on fire. It was form-fitting, but it was also like a form-fitting, nearly like chain metal dress that you haven't seen before. I thought it was amazing.
Very
cool.
She's also Irish, I'm biased.
How about you?
For me, I like Dua Lipa's. I mean, I don't know.
It was not too out of the box.
It's not too
out of the box. It's a little bit out of the box.
I kind of like the share vibes he was giving up. And Naomi's, but that's, again...
I didn't see. Was that Naomi Campbell?
My mom, you know. She's like a fashion icon.
I'll be very honest. I didn't really go out to find out what the dresses were and who was wearing what. It just literally popped on my Instagram and Priyanka Chopra's face, and I was like, I need to see more of this. What's going on?
This is it.
What's going on?
Wait, she had a whole, like, she posted quite a lot of photos on her page.
She did. And I think Nick Jonas was resembling somebody from Game of Thrones.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think they showed him side by side. I don't remember which character it was, but it was someone.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, to finish up our Met Gala, you can't talk about the Met Gala and not talk about the Kardashians.
Yeah, that was a very wet look that she carried. What was that about?
It was a wet look.
It was Thierry Mugler, I think, from Kim Kardashian.
Okay.
And she said that, you know, regarding the theme, that was the first person that she could have thought of to design, you know, her outfit. So that's why she went for Mugler.
It was meant to be dripping in diamonds, I think, but I don't think everyone said that a lot of people liked the outfit. Twitter supported it, but that it wasn't really on theme.
No.
Yeah.
Really.
It
was cool. It was different.
Classy-ish,
for me,
but
it felt, we're talking about Kim, right? Just to be honest. For me, it felt a little like the same thing she wore last year.
Similar.
The bodycon thing is kind of running its course a little for me with Kim. And I feel like she could do so much more.
There's a lot she could do.
There's a lot she could do.
But she chooses to stick to a very niche kind of dressing.
Yeah.
But she works for it. I mean,
I'm sure she
but
does.
I agree with you because they made that figure happen. But I think she looks amazing
Vogue
usually.
released a video, I think, early this morning. That's why I know about the Mugler thing, guys. That's the only reason.
Wow.
I was like, let me watch it for 2 minutes.
I will go and search for this.
It's cool. And the cinched waist situation, wow. There are a lot of comments on that because not a lot of people were literally like in the comment section, oh, I would have passed that in 2 seconds, and props to her for being able to do that.
What do you mean passed it as in they wouldn't have worn it?
No, the way that watch the video.
Okay. Oh, so was that behind the scenes, Kim getting dressed for the Met Gala?
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll be
Did you
watching
see
that.
the one with Sophie Turner with Louis Vuitton?
No.
She had a getting ready for the Met Gala thing as well with Joe Jonas and all. That was interesting. She did alright. She did pretty well for herself.
Newlyweds, right?
They look good.
Yeah. That was a shock.
That was weird. Overnight, Los Angeles, like in 2 hours after the thing.
You would think, you know, Joe would do something a little bit more grand after the Nick Jonas situation.
Okay, so this is world celebrities, but let's bring it home a bit to Dubai.
Alright.
Have you guys heard the Hollywood Walk of Fame is being recreated in Dubai and it's called Dubai Stars?
What?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
So we are getting,
What?
this is crazy. So it's going to be a boulevard, and obviously it's Dubai, so it's bigger. There's going to be like 10,000 stars eventually.
Wow. Okay.
Kicking off in October, there's going to be a big party, and they're going to invite celebrities. We can actually go online right now and nominate.
What are we waiting for? Maybe after this.
Have you not done it yet? No.
No, I haven't.
But what's special is it's not just like, okay, so there's a lot of personalities in Dubai. There's a lot of famous faces that love to come, and it's not always singers, it's not always movie stars.
Yeah.
There's people who, there's philanthropists, there's influencers.
From all industries.
From all industries, exactly. So you could actually go and nominate. So what do you think about influencers being on the Walk of Fame?
Well, that's a very touchy topic. I feel like there's a lot of bridges that are going to burn if I comment much on this, but I just feel like with influencers, there's particular influencers for niche different markets and different industries, but there are some influencers that are really general, that are just like, oh, I'm just going to go somewhere, take a picture and just be really cool. But there's just so much more to it. There's so much more strategizing. There's, you've got to promote your posts, you've got to put it up. You guys would know that, being, social media people. It's crazy. But some people just take it for granted. They're like, oh, I'm just going to get free food, I'm going to go and that's it. What about the fact that you actually have to write something? An influencer, the whole purpose is that you're influencing people. But are you really influencing people with, let's say, hashtag no makeup day? Or how are you influencing people with random things? You know what I mean? Like, there's got to be some sort of substance. Some really do. Some do deserve to be on the wall of
the Walk of Fame.
Walk of Fame. But some, I just feel, need to kind of actually live up to the whole influencer thing. Sorry. I feel really bad for saying this, but it's true,
Yeah.
You've got to really help people out.
Yeah.
That's what your job is as an influencer. Not just sit around and be
point.
like, oh, this is who I am and I'm going to live like this. Oh, it's not really helping anyone.
Yeah.
So you don't think, or you do, or it depends.
Ooh, depends.
Bold statement.
Yes,
He's trying to find the shade.
yes, if you're doing it for the right reasons, for sure.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about you, Case? What do you think about it?
I think there's always a topic.
Putting her
I think it's always a question of longevity. So I think you need to look at the person. But the thing is, you have so the nominations went up, and it's on Twitter.
Okay.
So you have a lot of people on Twitter follow K-pop. Do you guys know EXO?
Of course.
I know K-pop.
So they have a huge internet following.
Yeah.
So without a doubt, there's going to be about 3 or 4 K-pop bands on the walk of K-pop on the Walk of Fame. But I think it'll just be who are the big internet fans, who's the big fan army, and they're going to make it. So actually, we need to do is, if you follow someone that you actually think does good, then we need to get behind that person and give them shout outs and follow them. Bilal, number 1, Hollywood Walk of Fame. Or Shireen. Or Lovin Dubai.
There you go, true that.
I mean,
So number 1,
Yes.
if we could pick one influencer personality we like, who do we think should be on it?
Can I be biased? Can I self-nominate?
Yes! But you have to tell us why.
But I mean, I just feel like, see, at the age of 24, I'm not trying to, okay, I don't want to brag or anything, but it's just, there's so much I feel you can do in life, even if at a young age or an old age. When I was in Melbourne, at that point in time, I stopped paying money from my parents, and since then, I've always been very independent that way. So I've had moments where I've been a bartender, I've been the whole DJ thing. I was an RJ for 3.5 years, became a news anchor, got into consultancy, now working at a law firm at the same time, jumped around, wrote for magazines freelance, wrote for a couple here in Dubai. Except for, let's not finish that quote. But yeah, I just feel like there's so much involved in someone's life, and if you're able to convince somebody or if you're able to influence someone to live for the better good, well, then you deserve to be on there.
Yeah, 100%.
So no, I'm not going to be biased. I'm not going to save myself. I was just kidding. But
that was an amazing manifesto to get Bilal onto the Walk of Fame. I do think.
pretty much.
I mean, if you guys are voting, then sure. If Lovin Dubai is voting, then sure.
What's cool is you get a couple of nominations, which actually avoids the whole fan army only voting for one person. So if you're going on, you can vote. Yeah.
There you go.
There's a big thing for One Direction to get Zayn on there.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh.
No, I would. The one person that I have in mind, you guys, has been ever since they've announced the Walk of Fame thing, has been Khalid Al Amri.
True.
For me personally.
Yep.
because I wouldn't say there hasn't been representation, but his videos have brought it to life, have brought the Arab culture and even the mixed race culture to life more in the region. You know what I mean? And he touches up on a lot of topics that have been a taboo, but are now kind of being open to discussion at least. Like with Salama and how she discusses the vitiligo situation. That's something that was usually,
there you go. That's an influence. That's where.
That's a great example of
and the
someone.
messages, each video he shares and puts out there is always kind of positivity. You know what I mean?
That's amazing.
Very nice.
Callan and Mary, a perfect example of someone who's online.
For me, exactly.
All right. Wow. And how about you though?
Really quickly,
Other than Lovin Dubai.
Other than Lovin Dubai, I think Huda Katan is a female entrepreneur, businesswoman, absolute boss lady. She's doing it with her sisters, doing it with her family. She's conquered the world. She's got to make it. But I've nominated. Okay, so let's run through. I think we know you a little bit, but we'd like to get to know you a little bit more. And I actually just saw a question come up for you, so I think we need to start with that.
Yay! There's a question.
Let's see.
Well, I've lost it. So it said, what do your parents think of your job?
But what kind of jobs are? So if I'll go to the.
I need to find his name so we can ask him, but.
Can you find it? Okay, while she's finding your name, so what my parents think of being an influencer, being a news anchor, is they were really happy to see me on TV. In the start though, I remember when I was in the 11th grade, I always wanted to be an actor, so I applied to NYFA, New York Film Academy, and I got in with scholarship, I still remember, but my parents didn't let me go at that point in time. So they weren't always really positive about it, but they got around to it when they actually noticed, alright, he's actually doing something with his life and he's getting a source of income. Okay. Right? It's all about parents are just concerned with, well, are you going to get something out of it? Is it just going to be for free? Are you just going to starve to death? Or are you going to sleep in the road? So my parents were satisfied when they knew that I had a source of income coming in. And it takes time. You've got to do it on the side. You've got to do it as a second thing until finally you're ready to be like, cool, people know me now. I can get a source of income. This is going to be more stable. Let's do it.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think a lot of parents might struggle with
especially Asian parents.
especially Asian
parents. Yeah.
But you are officially, I got this from your Instagram profile as well, a licensed influencer, which I think is really interesting.
You have to be, especially by the new laws of the UAE. If you're an influencer and you don't have a license, you can't take payment.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, as far as I know, you can't be paid. You can get a barter deal, but you can't be paid.
Okay.
To a monetary exchange, you need a license.
So you knew you were going to get that as soon as that law came in.
Yes, I was just because I came back. I'll be very honest. I came back to Dubai like half a year ago. So I grew up here, yeah, but I went overseas, made a name, and then came back, and I'm like, now it's a Dubai market. And so yeah, since then it's just I feel like these laws are really good because it's okay. So one thing that I really find weird because I do journalism, right? And I love writing. I love taking people's ideas and everything and putting them into this story and just distributing it to everyone else. But the thing is, there's a lot of citizen journalism. Not really appreciated. I love citizen journalism. Don't get me wrong. People are really nice enough to give stories. But are you really qualified to publish something you don't have any statistics and backup data for?
Are we talking about blogs or just tweets? Because tweets can be...
Blogs and citizen journalism. So a lot of blogs are just like, oh, we have all these statistics, oh, we know everything, it's great. But where are your statistics coming from? Is it from a reliable source? Are you interviewing people? Okay. Do you know what people say? Do you know what the market is saying? Claiming something without data, that's wrong.
You need two sources, that's the rule.
Yes.
That's like what I got from journalism school after 4 years. That's all I know.
You know about it.
You need two sources. So you loved writing.
Yes. I feel like with writing is just, again, there's a whole structure. When I do reviews, I feel like I want to pick up one thing. The first thing, okay, so any restaurant person or any restaurant or hotelier that's listening to this, do not mind or do not just not call me to your restaurant because I say this. But when I go to a restaurant, when I go for a review, the very first thing I'm going to do is, all right, where are the flaws? What am I going to find that's bad? And then I start cutting off the points, and then I start building it back up with all the good things that I see along the way. Because you can't just go in and say everything's amazing, everything's great, then you're going to be really biased. You're going to be like, oh, 5 stars. But you can't just give a 5-star, mate. I mean, you've got to really earn those stars. And to earn it, you've got to find the flaws and match them with what is good and weigh it out. So,
Very true. But I just want to quickly touch on we want to talk about, so before the laws came in about being licensed, I think that there's a lot of freebies going around for influencers in Dubai. So I want to talk about freebies, and is there a bias? What's the best free thing you've ever gotten? You have the lowdown. People are very interested in influencers and free stuff.
A lot of free things, I'll be very honest. So I guess sometimes it was probably a stay all the way down in Fujairah. So I got to stay overnight in Intercontinental Fujairah. That was amazing. They were really, really, really good actually. And the reason why I feel a lot of people are biased is because you get the free stuff and you're like, oh, I'll probably get it again, so I'll do it. But I feel being unbiased is really important. I mean, even if they're giving it to you for free, they want you to check it out, not give it to you for proper, like a full-on good review. You need to really be out there, right? You need to really just hunt them down and be like, this is great, right? I love it. It's an amazing gift. Thank you. But this is what I thought about it.
You still set your terms basically on
otherwise
what
you don't set a
talk
standard.
about and what,
That just means you're easily buyable. Like, I could just buy you. You don't want to do that. So, yeah.
Yeah, we worry that's how PRs would have treated influencers in the past, but with these new laws, there's a lot more regulations, which is amazing.
A lot of bridges burning in this because of this interview.
No.
Yeah. Don't just knock me out. Just then. Yeah. What's next?
What's next?
So, this was thank you for that. That was amazing to get to know a little bit behind the scenes of the life of Bilal. Before we finish up, we have this great little game, which is called Tell Us What You Really Think. Now, Tell Us What You Really Think, drum roll please, is the bold statement game. So someone makes a bold statement, true or not, and then we need to give a bold statement back. Okay.
Literally so nervous, you guys. Okay.
Are we winning?
But it's a quick fire.
Are we winning anything?
We're winning.
As long as...
I mean, come on, think about it. It's a rapid fire. You need something in a rapid fire.
As long as we all walk out
You're winning the love and
intact.
attention of our lovely viewers.
And guys, if you have any Tell Us What You Really Think questions to jump in, I'll add them really quickly in the comments.
If you really think every rapid fire deserves a gift or a hamper, please do comment it. I really want something out of this.
This is a three-way game, by the way, so we're all going to join in. Okay.
All right, go for it.
Will we start?
Yeah.
I'm going to throw it out. Whoever wants to jump in with their bold statement, fine. Okay. Cats are not house pets.
What? I disagree.
I kind of agree.
What? What?
Yes, and I'm an animal lover, but I kind of agree.
An hour ago, you were drooling over my phone. See, what you guys can see this. Wait, hold on. Let me try to clear everything. Oh, wait, hold on. Okay. So here it is. I don't know if you can see. No! Okay, it's just full of notifications. But the point is, there's a cat background on my phone, and it licks the screen.
Oh, that's super
Try
cute.
to do that. Why not, though?
Oh my god, that's going to be a long thing, and it'll go back to a lot of my opinion on animal rights and where they should be.
Yeah? There you go. Can you guys see it?
Okay, so we have two cat lovers and one person that's very pro dogs.
That's the cat licking the screen.
Wait, so on to
the next.
So for my bold statement,
Okay, we have time for two more, so you're going to do one, then you're going to do one.
cats are better than dogs. I mean, like, I love dogs.
Welcome to the 1%.
Cats are like, they're cuter.
I can't choose.
Welcome to the 1% of the world who
I
thinks
want
that.
dogs. Come on. I love dogs as much as I love
true,
cats.
but-
I mean, the only reason I can't keep a dog in the house...
Bold statement back.
Last one.
If I really had to choose... Oh, bold statement?
Yeah, anything. Anything.
This is going to be really weird.
That's fine.
Pepsi or Sprite?
Which one? What's your bold
Oh,
statement?
Pepsi all the way.
Pepsi all the way.
Oh,
Absolutely.
agree.
All about the cola.
Agree.
Yeah.
Okay.
It tastes like 90s, right?
Hey,
Yeah.
all agree.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
We finish on something we agree with. Amazing. That was the first ever Lovin Show. Bilal, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for joining me. That was so nice. I hope I can come again sometime. I really do. It's
You're
just
always
fun.
welcome.
This is in the Lovin Dubai studios, and you're more than welcome anytime you want.
Sounds good. Thank you again so much. Again,
Thanks for tuning in.
anyone
guys.
who was watching as well. It was so nice to interact with these two lovely women and amazing Lovin Dubai.
Aw.
Same time next week.
See ya.